Welcome to Low-Key PD. In this video, we're going to explore the options under the Edit menu in Google Docs. We're going to cover them all in one video except for one. If we go to the Edit menu in Google Docs, we see a number of different options: undo, redo, cut, copy, paste, paste without formatting, select all, and delete. We're going to cover those in this video, and I'm going to make a separate video for find and replace, as that is a little bit more involved and you have to do a little bit more thinking before we use that effectively. So basically, undo and redo. Let's say we accidentally do something in our Google Doc. Oops, I deleted that picture. Well, if I go to Edit and I click Undo, it will undo the last action that was done in the Google Doc. If I go to Redo, that will redo the last action in the Google Doc. Cut and copy, in order to use those, we have to have an item selected. All right, so here I have the image selected. Now if I go to Edit, notice that cut is an option. All right, so if I cut, notice that the object disappears. All right, I can paste that. What happens is when I cut an object, it copies that object to my clipboard after it cuts it, so I can paste it somewhere else. And typically what that is used for is something is wanted, you want it in the document, but it's not in the place that you want it. So by cutting and pasting, you can immediately remove it from the location where you don't want it and paste it in the location where you do want it. So that's how copy works, and paste. If we want more than one copy of something, we select it as an object. We can copy it. Notice the original stays there, and then when I am somewhere else, I can click on paste, and now I have two versions of that object, in this case the image of the race car. If I want to paste without formatting, this works by taking something from a different source, maybe somewhere else in the document. It could be a completely different document altogether. And what that means is we're going to take something that is somewhere else, which has its own formatting attached to it, and we're going to paste it. Only we don't want to paste it with the formatting that it has. We want to paste it and then have it show up in the formatting that is the default for the document into which we are pasting. So let's say we go to a different document, right? If I want to keep all the formatting, so I want to copy and paste this text with this formatting, copy, paste. All right, and notice it has exactly the same formatting. All right. If I want to copy, like, say, the text, but I don't want to copy the formatting, copy, and then paste without formatting. And notice that just shows up in the regular default styling of the doc itself. If I want to select everything in the document, I can just click Select All, and notice everything gets highlighted. All right, so if I wanted to do that, select all, and let's say I just want to get rid of it all, I can cut, and now everything is gone. All right, I'm going to undo that. And if you want, if you select all or any object, you can just delete it. Delete will not add the object to the clipboard for you to paste later, but you can undo the act if it's the last thing you did. And so those are a number of the options that you have when you go to the Edit menu in a Google Doc. What I think is just as important as understanding what these edit options are the keyboard shortcuts associated with them. Once you get the hang of using these commands, pay attention to the keyboard shortcuts. Because if you're working on a document and you want to quickly cut and paste something, it's way faster to do that using the keyboard shortcuts than it is to continually go back to this edit menu. Same thing with undo and redo. It's much easier to just use your keyboard to do that using the keyboard shortcuts than it is to continually navigate and click on edit and so on. Right, so that's most of the options that you have when you go to the edit menu in a Google Doc.